Shifu. Oh, we're going first. We've got a 1-1. So we start off with 1 mana, but we can get an extra mana for 1 turn, but we can't get to 3 mana. We have a 1-1 2 curve, but not 3, so we want a 2 drop. Give 2 strength to a friendly Viking. That's not a Viking, so if I'm going to get rid of any 1 drop, it's got to be the Battle Bard here. Battle Bard won't synergize with either the Olympian or the wild creature, so with a little bit of mulligan, we should be able to avoid that mishap. That's a creamer. Again, we never want Vicious Rend early game because it doesn't actually help. Most players don't run Ramshackle Hatchet, so they won't actually have an answer to Wild Hog on turn 1. Like, most players run Axewoman or Tavern Brawler, so they have no answer to this, and they'll just trade there. But then I have to deal with Wild and Confused, so I might Vicious Rend the Tavern Brawler after he trades here. Oh, he didn't have Tavern. I don't know if I... This is the thing, I don't know if I Ramshackle the 2-2, because the 2-1's so vulnerable. Okay, well that answers that question. I could also 4-3 into the 1-3 and then Ramshackle the 2-2. There's a couple different trade paths that I like. I actually like this one the most. The thing is, it's going to be hard for me to trade a 3 health creature, so I'm kind of against what I've done here. But we'll find out soon if that works in my favor or against. Also, the lack of Vikings, because I'm free to play, is kind of making me question how great the Battle Bard is here. This is a bit of a brick of a turn, right? Wow, he Vicious Rended me. He should have killed the Wild Hog with Vicious Rend. By far, he should have done that. That was a mistake. He should trade the 2-1 because his 3-3 would survive and then he could trade into the 4-2. But he's doing the wrong thing. He's just going face. He's trying to copy me, but he's not doing the board trades. So he's not doing it properly. That's why I have 21 favor and he has 3. Plus I went first, so it's really cheating. We're talking about getting to Mythic as a free-to-play player, right? This is for people who aren't Mythic, that haven't spent money on the game. This isn't for people who haven't played like the game enough to earn core cards. Core cards is just time, right? It's not money. That would just be annoying, Blissey Buster. It wouldn't even be content. It'd just be like me grinding for random cards, right? You know what's one thing you guys might notice? Next game, joke, I agree. But one thing you might notice is I don't actually use Slayer at all. No BM, because BM slows me down. If you really want after this, I'll make a series where I get to Mythic with a fresh account with no cards being sent, okay? If you really want me to do that, and I'll use only the resources that are given to me as like a fucking hardcore mode. But let's just see if we can do it this way first, and then we'll break it down even further and do it even more fucking degenerate. We'll do it even more kind of disgustingly. Guys, I don't know how you guys aren't happy with this, to be honest. You're just like every girl in my life. You're just not able to be satisfied. Let's see. We're going first. Hee. Nah, I'm kidding. But look, I don't know what you want from me. We got a 2-2 curve, right? But the thing I'm worried about now is we don't have Feral Shapeshifter. We can't play it on 3, but the curve of my deck is so low we can get away with it, right? Do you plan to play War all the way or to change at some point? That all depends on how I'm... So the thing, a good player can read the meta, right? I need to read the meta and see how the meta changes and then change with it. It's not going to be set in stone, but for the early ranks, it doesn't matter what I play. For instance, this guy shouldn't have the Nefarious Sacrifice hero power and he shouldn't be skipping turns. Is this really the challenge you guys are having? Jesus Christ. Okay. Going first, I got Battle Bard, that's good. Raid Level is good. But he has Blight Bombs, so I don't know if I want Raid Reveler into Blight Bomb. I can give 1 health, but not to this guy. This guy fucks me. This is a bad curve. I have to play it though. Usually a 1-mana 2/2 is not the end of the world, but it's unlucky that I couldn't find another 1-mana creature in a deck that curves out at 4 mana with 2 4-mana creatures. A bit of a low roll for an aggro deck this greedy. And Raid Reveler is really bad against War, War. Against Death because they have Blight Bomb and they can go through the Protected. If I don't trade here, he trades in for me, and here he can trade for me and then that, or I can trade for him, but it doesn't really give me much advantages, right? Every time I see Warmonger, I think of how much I miss the old Skeleton Heavy. Me too, bro. Me too, Sentient Domavivo. Me and you, we're OGs, bro. This guy's very vulnerable to a Velka's Discovery, but then again, so am I. I hate Card Shark for that reason. It's just like asking to be AoE'd. Did they kill your Skeleton Heavy? Why? I think it was too OP, but it was good for free-to-play players. I think they should bring it back. I think free-to-play players needed it. I don't want to lose my Protected with Velkas, but it's such a good trade, you know? Okay, he's making the trades now, which is cool. He could get rid of my Protected. He low-rolled really hard, not getting rid of Protected. He just did my job for me in such a bad way that he made my life easy. A part of me wants to play the 1-drop, but it's not like the optimal tempo. I could draw a card, I could Hero Power. There's so many options. I think this is still the best because it protects. We're going to protect the 3/3, right? So then he can't trade his 1-mana 2/2 into my 2-mana or 3-mana 3/2. Now he wants to trade into here because we're kind of shepherding him into making the wrong play, right? This is like a little mind game. If he's going to make the optimal trade, it's into the 3/2, right? And that's going to give me 2 1/1 Battle Thralls, so I come out way better than if he trades into here. So we're kind of using this, I mean, he has Curse of Greed because he's a pay-to-win cuck, but yeah. We're kind of trying to force him into a bad trade. That's all we can do. I'm probably best off getting this weapon over anything else, but he went face here, which is wrong, but he doesn't do much if he trades here either. It's cool to see me beating play-to-earn decks, though. Ooh, Brimstone just makes it easier for me to kill him. Unless he has, like, Return to the Cave or Acolytes, it's a bit dangerous playing cards like that. Now, I should probably have traded the 2/3 into the 2/2, but I've seen his trading behaviors. He doesn't trade the board properly. I've got 30 favors, so I'm going to start buying shit. He's finally making the trades. He realizes, shit, I'm going to die if I don't fucking trade soon. It's too late, though. You should have done it sooner. That's a smart play, because I still get 2 1/1s. It didn't really change much. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have lethal. I like these little Battle Thralls. They're cool. Very good tempo and value. And they're Vikings. I didn't actually know that. So they synergize with Battle Bard. It's good to know. Alright, I'm going to update the wins to 6-0. There was also a Ruin for an extra 3. Alright, we're halfway to Purified Iron. Let's go, baby. How long have we been streaming? 53 minutes? We could trade 1 for 1, but it doesn't feel right here. Ooh. No. No. Ooh, that was a big play. I should have traded that fucking board. I should still win though. That was a big play your opponent did. It's not enough, but yeah, it was big. I feel like I'm catching a cold. My throat's so raspy today. But I kind of like the sound of the raspiness, as weird as that is. I really want a 2-2 curve, but it's going to ruin my trading really badly. Ah, it's not going to ruin my trading at all. We figured it out. We figured out how to use our mana. So I didn't want to use 3 mana, have 1 left over. I wanted to get the most value in the least amount of time, and I figured out how. Not only do I trade the board like I wanted to with the sticks, I get a 2-4 on the board. So, way better. So this is what I think is the most optimal play for 4 mana here. Everything's got flank, which is really funny. Because hypothetically, I don't even need to trade the board. I could just do this, and then just like flank. This is why I love flank, bro. I think flank might just be the most underrated mechanic in this game. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Debatable, but maybe I should have used the Warmonger Smith first, because he can weapon remove me and then I lose the 1 damage. But it's better to have the 1 damage to remove a creature than a weapon to just go face in most situations. Please go on the Feral. My man. We can go face now because we got lethal soon, so fuck it. Flank is OP. Lately, I've been winning a lot thanks to Longship. I agree, Cynthia and Domovivo. I got 24 out of 25 wins back in the day, 2 weekends in a row with the Longship deck, man. I'm a big fan of Longship. That is a really cool card, dude. I'm gonna be honest, this is cool. This is really cool. This scares the fuck out of me, because... Oh, shit. What are we pushing? I could ignore it, but I don't think it's worthy of ignoring. I think I should just get it out the way now. That was scary, but yeah, that card is really fucking awesome in my opinion. I think the Sanctum just allows for players with aggro decks to be rewarded too highly. Better get it before he gets far with that leech. Oh, I got lethal here anyway, so it's over. You better get it before he gets that far with leech. Exactly, yeah. Because he's getting 6 health a turn, and the way you've got to look at it is you're losing 6 damage a turn. Or 4 damage, sorry. He had 4 damage. Alright, we're 1 win away from Purified Iron. Where does that put us? Rank 4? You should try minimizing caffeine intake. I've done it, and it's very beneficial. I want to, bro. This is a shit hand, but we'll make do with what we got. I can't use the trial anyway here. He can ping. That's 2 mana. It cost me 1. He spends a whole turn. He has 3 pips, which I don't like, and an easy answer. The Improviser, I'm on the fence about this Improviser. If I was to run a like Wild Hog here, what can he do? I shouldn't even trade here, but I'm thinking like, if I don't trade here, it's going to be a pain in the ass later. Also, you might notice I could have coined out a Blood Guard. This is what my thought process is, right? I'll explain my thought process. Blood Guard is 3-2 with 2 1-1s. This way I got a 2-2, a 1-2, and a 2-2. So add those together, that's a 4-4. That's a 5-6. So I summoned 2 mana 5-6. I could have had a 2 mana, what is that, a 5/4? So I got an extra 2 points of health stat on the board. And because it's 3 white, I get an extra 6 favor, because when I go face, I get 3, 6, 9. I split the health onto this creature, not this, because if he has Star Shard Bolt, this dies anyway. So these are like the inner kind of processes. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the form of power to trade this off next turn. 2/2, so that's what my brain's doing behind the scenes when I'm not distracted. But usually I'm very distracted. Yeah, so he has Tracking Bolt, so I figured he could kill anything with 3 health, so there was no point. And by putting the 1 health here, he got no value out of the tracking off the bat. Also, this Feral Shapeshifter plays around, what's it called, Shape Blast really well. I'm just going to do this because it's mana consumption. He can't access this, and I'm going to take the heal because the worst case scenario is he uses like a Crystal Rain or Shape Blast and then he buys heal. I mean, I still have lethal, right? So it didn't really matter. And again, another misplay. If I had Tartesianed and traded the 2/1 into the 3/5, I'd have a very strong creature. This is bad trading all around the board. These strong creatures make it so hard for me to trade correctly. Is it time to switch into like face mode yet? I have to make the decision. Do I go face or do I keep the board control up, right? The only thing that punishes me is sweep, right?